Welcome everybody to our Mets replay. We're broadcasting from Flushing, Queens, New York, City Field. It's the 2016 Cubs with Jake Arrieta versus the 2016 Mets with Bartolo Colon. We're replaying game 80. We're almost at the halfway point. We're tracking four players: Walker, Cespedes, Cabrera, and Granderson. They're the players who played the most, so those are the ones I chose. And we're right about to start. It's going to be Ben Zobrist, the second baseman, Jason Hayward, the center fielder, and Chris Bryant, the third baseman for the Cubs. Now, Jake Arrieta was 18-8 with a 3.10 ERA. Bart Colon was 15-8 with a 3.43 ERA. We're right about to start. Just gonna wipe down the old glasses. Tomorrow's gonna be a tough day. Won't be too many games being played during the day, that's for sure, because I got two big drafts that are going to take me pretty much until 10 p.m. all morning long in the fantasy, online fantasy leagues, where I don't have to keep any stats, even though I like the stat keeping. All right, let's get started. Here's the pitch to Ben Zobrist. Now the series is split so far. Mets won the first game and the Cubs won the second game. And it's 5 off Colon's card, a 5-2. And that's not good for Colon. That's going to be a split die 4, which is going to be a double for Zobrist. So Zobrist on at second with a leadoff double here in the top of the first. And it's Jason Hayward, the Hay Kid. Not to say Hay Kid, but the Hay Kid. And that's going to be 6-5. It's a fly ball left field. Out there in left, looks like it's Brandon Nimmo. One away. Played another game of APA yesterday versus my son. It was the 2016 Cards versus the 2016 Reds. I was the Reds. And DeScalfani was pitching for the Reds against Wainwright. Reds won it 9-3, so far we're playing a 3-game series. It's 1-1. He won the first game 3-2. It's be a 3-11 on Chris Bryant with a runner at second base. A 3-11. It's a hard hit ground ball to Cabrera. He looks Zobrist back to second and over to first for the second out. And Anthony Rizzo. Pitch to Rizzo. And it's a 4-7. And it's going to be a split die line drive base hit. But Zobrist not going to make it home. He stopped at third. And here's the pitch to Montero. 5-3. It's a ground ball right at the first baseman. Loney is a 3. And it's a decided die type thing. Well, it's a split die because of the X. And that's an out. Loney takes it himself for the third out. So Cubs leave 2, score none here in the top of the first. The Mets coming to bat, no score. All right, so it's going to be Brandon Nimmo leading off for the Mets against Jake Arrieta. He was a free agent this year until almost the last week. Until last week, actually, I believe. I think he was signed. I think he went to the Phillies, I believe. It's a line drive base hit for Nimmo. I mean, everything's a hit on Nimmo's second column. There's 2 ground balls on that column, 7 and 8. Anytime there's a 2 second column roll, it's going to be a hit for Nimmo. But all he has is singles. Nimmo batted .274 with 1 double, no triples, 1 home run. Try to see if I can get this. A little bit of glare. I'm trying to eliminate that glare. I don't know if that's any better. Oh well. Let's see if we can get this over here. There we go. I think that's good enough. Okay. So I know it's a little bit on an angle today, but just have the system. I changed up my gaming area a little bit. So let me slide this down. Maybe it's annoying. There we go. A little bit better. Don't want to give too much cards and not enough playing field. I want you to see the dice roll. Okay, so it's going to be Nimmo's on it first. Bottom of the first, no score here. Game 80. Mets are a couple games ahead of their record in the actual 2016 season. And it's going to be Neil Walker. Neil Walker is one of the guys we're tracking. We'll look at his stats in a minute. And that's going to be a 5-5 off Arrieta's card. A 5-5 is a strikeout. One away now. Next player is Cespedes. And Cespedes is another guy we're tracking. Last we checked, Cespedes was batting .234 with 12 home runs and 32 RBIs. So he's been in a bit of a slump this season. But of late, in the last few games, Cespedes, I'll tell you, the last 5 games, Cespedes is 8 for 22 with 2 home runs and 3 RBIs. Here's the pitch to Cespedes. Let's say 112. That won't be a hit. That's actually a hard hit ground ball right at the shortstop Russell, who flips to Zobrist and back to Rizzo for a 6-4-3 double play, inning ending double play. We go to top of the second. No score. In the top of the second is going to be Addison Russell. I'm sorry. Wait a second. Oh, okay. We screwed up there with the... It should have been Contreras. Okay. Contreras. It's going to be Montero. Montero's up next. Yeah, there's a little mix-up, if you will. Montero gets a second chance. 6-7. It's a hard-hit ground ball right at the second baseman, Walker. And we're going to take a peek. It's a 10. It should be okay, and it is. Walker throws him out. One away. And it's Russell now. Addison Russell. Let's say 1-9. And that ball is lifted deep to center field. Back goes the center fielder Cespedes to the track. He looks up. That's gone. Addison Russell connects and sends an adios amigo into center field fence, over the center field fence. Addison Russell in 2016 hit 21 home runs. So he's got power. Chris Coughlin. That's a 5-8. It's a strikeout. First strikeout for Cologne. Next is going to be the pitcher, Jake Arrieta. Not much of a hitting pitcher. He's a pitcher's hitting card 1. It's a 4-2, and that's a ground ball to Loney. Loney takes it himself for the third out. But the Cubs score 1 run on the home run by Addison Russell. They lead at 1-0. We go to the bottom of the second. And in the bottom of the second is going to be the cleanup batter, James Loney, the first baseman for the Mets. 6-12. Off of Arrieta, 6-12. It's a ground ball to Zobrist. Over to first, 1 out. Next is Cabrera. Cabrera's another guy we're tracking. And I'll give you the stats on Cabrera up to this point. Cabrera's having a pretty good season. Batting .293 with 10 home runs.